the host, the one, the only, with the cold fusion comedy. Y'all give it up for Andy!
Decided for your benefit to not do the opening where I come out to Old Dirty Bastard, but I have done that before, and I thought it went well. So in the zombie apocalypse, my wife and I have a plan, and that plan is she's going to kill me. She has my consent, it's okay. I'm a talker, I'm a liability. That's all right. Because in an apocalypse, you're going to need, like a doctor in case people get hurt, right? You're going to need a gardener and people who can grow food. And you're going to need me, babe. It'll be real easy. My wife will just give me something to, ramble on about, hey, Andy, who took Manhattan better, the Muppets or Jason Voorhees? And I'll go over and talk about, Friday the 13th, Part 8 and all that. Or hey, you've been watching a lot of TV, what have you been watching lately? And I'll be Law and Order SVU's been on for 26 years or so. That's a lot of victims. Are we sure with that many that they're all special now? Maybe just a victims unit at this point? Right? And then when I say that, zombies should eat me, because what the fuck, right? That's some white guy stuff. Right? But yeah, okay. So, I don't always fit in. I can't always tell whether I am a tiny man or a large boy. It doesn't help that I can buy clothes at both Carter's and TJ Maxx. I mean, I should have known that things were going to be off because I was born 3 months premature. I don't know if you've ever taken anything out of the oven a little too early, but when you did, was it pasty and doughy and raw in the middle? Had a receding hairline, opinions and things and all, right? That was me, by the way. I was talking about me. I don't know if you got, yeah. Did I trick you? A little comedy magic. But I'm harmless. I find that I don't always set off women's spider sense. Well, for starters, I say things like women's spider sense, right? And that's all right, because I don't give off green flags or red flags. I just give off a white flag because I surrender. For example, right? So at summer camp, I was never really very athletic. When we would do drafts for sports and things, I would get picked last. When we do picking teams for tug of war, whichever team picked me got to pick again. It was a bingo free space, right? So that was always fun. But it's okay, because I always knew I was a champion. And the reason for that was that it said that on my sweatpants in middle school. That was me. I was in sweatpants in middle school. I want more for my daughter, so I'm teaching her things like, A, don't be the sweatpants kid. So step one, she doesn't have any sweatpants. Number two, I've taught her things like the correct amount of monocle jokes to make ever is 0. If you make one joke about monocles, you're wrong. No. Learned that one the hard way. Also, I've taught her that we don't have her wear flip-flops and or Crocs. And the reason for that is because, I don't know if you know this, but if you follow someone in flip-flops for long enough, it'll eventually lead you to a Dave Matthews Band concert. And we want better for her than that, right? Also, you can't escape a murderer if you're running, right? You trip and fall. So we used to give them out in the goodie bags at her birthday parties for her friends, because we're good parents and we sabotage the other kids for our child. That's dedication, right? So, but she would have been in trouble if Muppets were coming after her because they ride bicycles. And it's okay. So, it's working well. She's funny. I put together another show that none of you guys came to. Thank you. It was a family-friendly show. It was every comic's dream. It was a family-friendly show where the only people who showed up were my family. Yeah, they're my wife and daughter. My wife's name is Autumn, and my daughter's middle name is Winter, so I have seasonal depression. And we gave that to me, and so then they're at the show, and I'm telling my jokes at them, you know, like I do. And my daughter, who is the silver medal of the family, got the biggest laugh of the show. And what she did was, and I loved this personally, really didn't hurt my feelings at all, she held up her phone and played cricket noises. It's alright though, I got her back because because that's what parenting is, right? You get your kids back, right? Now it's just me, I'm the only petty parent? Okay, cool. So I took her and her friend to Dorney Park and I told dad jokes the whole time. Do you guys want to know my favorite? Well, not her favorite, she didn't like any of them. But my favorite dad joke I told her, and then I added it. Alright, so it was this. Steel force? No thank you. I'll purchase my own force, thank you very much. I even did that at the end. Yeah, it didn't work. She didn't like it. Something about it was embarrassing or whatever. I don't know. But I'll know that I've taught her everything she needs to know when it's the zombie apocalypse and I'm like looking around for my shoes and she hands me a pair of flip-flops. Thank you.